All right, Icebound versus Oscar. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, get poked by 2C, taken to the corner. Good block. Oh man, that's a very preemptive 2B. Like, if you had just waited a little bit before going in, it probably would have whiffed. Whiff punished it. Whenever you're in this situation where Digger's near you, you like this jump C, you absolutely have to push block it into absolute guard, like 100% of the time, because otherwise you're just gonna get unblockable, and that shit's like not reactable. But you would have if you had done absolute guard. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is palm party time, so this can be tricky. Good block. Yeah, you're. I mean, I just said you should push block that situation 100% of the time, but here it seems like you're kind of just push blocking without reason, and Oscar recognized it to throw you right after. Like, he will, and Palm especially is really good at taking advantage of people who just try to push block everything, and just by staggering the timings, you even got counter hit there. So, like, just be more mindful of your push blocks. You don't have to push block everything, but if there's like a Digger plus jump C situation, then yeah, you absolutely should, because you want an absolute guard to not have to deal with a potential unblockable. Okay, that was a good anti-air. Get some magic. Okay. Yep. Instead of just like doing nothing or running forward, you don't need to show run forward to be threatening. Like, all you really needed to do was walk forward a bit and then wait. Because the absolute worst case scenario is he would have gotten away with you and ran to the corner. And I feel like in this situation, you're making a read that he is going to do that. You want to take full advantage of it, which is fine. But the problem is you don't know anything about this player's defensive habits at this point in the match. There's only been one round, and you didn't even really get a knockdown on him last time. So it would have been better to just wait and see what he does, because you lose your pressure. And losing pressure against Palm is punishing, just because she's such a polarizing character. That was a really nice counter. I like that you waited. Okay, get anti-aired. And yeah, you just got to deal with the schmixture again. He's looking for the jump out. Like, even if you're going to jump forward here, it's totally fine. But you have to be blocking. You can't just jump forward with a button. Palms will do this on reaction, and they are good at it 110% of the time. Like, blocking 2B is not that bad of a scenario compared to just getting hit and being put back in the palm blender. Okay, this is good. I love that. That was a fantastic push block counter poke. Hit the corner. Okay, that was good. I like the meaty. Yeah, probably kill him. Oh wait, no, you don't have another bar. I was looking at the wrong meter. That sucks. Good stagger. Yeah, like, I can just tell, and this has been my experience watching Oscar play in general, you can literally just like stagger your Gatlings and go low, and he will get opened up like 90% of the time. That actually literally just happened. You just weren't really ready for it. Yeah. I don't know if it's because he's inputting fuzzy jump or he's just holding up back or what, but like, you can just delay your Gatlings even a little bit, and the guy will probably just die. Pick 'em, lads. You mean you're just eating shit because Palm melts you in this scenario? Almost had that. Yeah, you just like, you hung yourself a little bit, I felt, and I think you're just too insistent on winning the interaction whenever you're in a scramble situation, when really most high level players will generally choose to do something low risk, like just blocking. But you absolutely have to play with awareness of Palm 2B. You have to air block. Like, air blocking it is totally fine. It's not the end of the world, but it's a very different scenario otherwise. So like, I'll try to keep more of an eye on your neutral in this game. There wasn't really a whole ton of that. It was mostly offense and defense last game. I like that stomp. Nice 6B. That was good. I really like this 6B because it came at the end of a push block, so you knew that absolute guard was going to wear off. Okay. I can't help but feel like you probably want to corner him instead of taking the additional bar of magic here because you're just constantly losing these interactions. Good stagger. Okay. Yeah, this dude is just literally rolling and holding up back. Like, if you're playing with a degree of reactive awareness, I am very confident. Like, if you, instead of meaty 5C, if you had just done like 2A, stagger 2A, I promise you, you would have at worst been able to start pressure and at best hit him. But you're losing these defensive scenarios, or these offensive scenarios so often, and he's just getting momentum off it because that's what Palm does. Good block. Okay, so I saw here, it looked like you either tried to anti-air jump C, or you tried to push block jump C. Push block late. Don't try to anti-air jump C. It'll just get you hurt. Like you have jump C is a lot of blocks, then you have plenty of time to time your push block if that was the reason you got hit. And yeah, you're clearly just not that comfortable with these setups yet. Okay. Good jump out. Yes, you blocked the 2B. Okay. He has literally never not shown stagger into 2C. There was no reason for you to mash there. You could have just waited and would have probably blocked it, and that's a favorable scenario because she has to either commit to something or she has to frame trap with bark, which is also a commitment, so that would have been good. And yeah, 6B is working on him. I mean, you have to be careful about leaning on that without layering and throw, but it does seem to be working. And yeah, again, you're just losing defensive scenarios. Okay. I don't think there was anything you could have done about it there, but versus Palm, you should always be more aware of CC because if there's dogs already available, they're much more likely to do it because it flips the situation for them. Yeah, that's just. I mean, I don't really know what you could have done about that, to be honest. That was just like pretty much an unblockable. I think there was even a hit before it. Oh, yeah, you could have blocked low first. I'm guessing you were holding up back because you didn't want to get command thrown, but don't forget that Big Dog has a pretty big tell to the command throw that can help you look for it. So, and also, like, he hasn't even shown command throw yet, so you don't really have much of a reason. Right. I, you do not need to backdash. You can block. Like, until you have a reason not to block because you know they're going to commit to something that will lose to you not blocking, you should just block. Like, Palm does have really gross setups, and it's understandable to not want to have to block them all the time. But by not blocking, you are deliberately making their job easier. You're not making him overextend in the slightest to commit. This scenario, I don't know. This was. I don't really see why you pressed jab there. Maybe it was a mistimed push block. But yeah, like you're better off in this scenario just waiting and blocking because you can block IAD jumpy. I mean, I've seen you do it in this set specifically. I think like you're just being really nervous. Yeah, there you go. This is just like a situational recognition. You have to recognize that she may be in range to do it again. Okay, that was a really nice poke out. Love it. Short combo knockdown. You seem to be conscious of the rolling forward. I love that. You haven't shown that at all yet. That was perfect. Don't, like, this dude is literally just jumping a lot. Like, you don't need to do this. You could have probably just done like 5A stagger 2A and it would have hit him. Because even though you're winning the interaction by getting a knockdown with jump C, you're losing your pressure off it because you don't have a good feel for how to stop his defensive habits or to play around them yet. And yeah, you got Okay. You don't need to backdash. Yeah, like I mean, I'll watch the rest of the round, but I think I know pretty clearly what you need to focus on. Okay, that was really nice. That was great. I really liked that. I got you out. You just didn't play with awareness of jump C after. It was a nice jab out though. That was very nice. Yeah, that was really good. You blocked and handled this with your push block timings very well. He was just completely aware of it and hadn't shown like dash and throw after that yet. That's just something you weren't comfortable looking for. Great snag with the 2D. Love it. Go, go, go. Dude, I exact same shit here. If you had just done 2A, stagger 2A, that would not have whiffed. The second one would have auto-corrected, and he would have gotten counter hit or caught up backing. And yet you're going to die off this because Palm is a million meter. Yeah, okay. So here's the main thesis here is when you knock someone down, don't overextend your offense. You can do something like a 5A or 2A and stagger the timing for the follow-up normal to it so that it'll auto-correct if they roll. You should prioritize the corner against Palm because like they'll have to commit even harder to get out. And I think you're prioritizing mid-screen magic, and that's not as good. Like you're winning a lot of interactions, but when he wins an interaction, he is like smoking you off it. When you win an interaction, you're not getting very much. And I think in your offense, you should just practice staggering your Gatlings a lot more, representing low. Even just like 2A stagger 2A or like 2A 5B stagger 2B, whatever that even looks like on Arizona, you will catch him like mashing 100% of the time. This dude does not want to block. He's just waiting for the slightest lull before he can commit to something to get out. And yeah, your neutral mostly looks good. I can tell you're a little uncomfortable playing around jump C. But you have good awareness of the other dogs, so that's good. So yeah, keep up the good work. I actually do not think you are far behind him, if at all. It's literally just like three things that are like one player side cleanup, and you'd be doing so much better.